Now, the internet is wondering just what happened to Donald Trump Jr. before this appearance on Fox News. Take a look.
Well, honestly, I was disgusted as well, Lou. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. It's, they get an answer to a question, and it tells them, ask China where it all came from, where it literally started, where they lied about it. And then apparently the reporter's Asian, so she says, well, why are you asking me that? Yeah, the race baiting from this media to try to turn literally anything into a racial issue is just absolutely disgusting, and they should be ashamed of themselves. What it does, Lou, is the reality is in this world, racism is still a real issue. It's just not the answer to every issue.
All right, so look, part of the response to that is not the fact that the audio seems to be a little bit off. That's got nothing to do with him. that's on my equipment. But he did look a little sweaty. Before I get to that, I do want to address the substance here because I feel like there's a need to correct some of his commentary in that clip. Look, yesterday I talked about the reporters that challenged Donald Trump. Now, there's a question from a reporter, Wei Zhejiang, and she asked this.
That the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if everyday Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm telling you, I'm not saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question like that.
That's not a nasty question.
Please go ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two questions.
No, it's okay.
But you pointed to me. I have two questions, Mr. President.
Next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the young lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague finish.
Okay.
But can I ask you
Ladies
a
and
question,
gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You should ask China when pointing at the Asian reporter. I'm just saying. Okay, so he's got no response to it. So he comes in with, of course, classic deflection of ask China. And of course, she happens to be, like I said, Asian American. Look, Donald Trump, I don't even think he knows what he was doing. He's an old school racist. He probably didn't think about what he was doing when he responded because he's a moron and he never thinks about anything before he says it. And so now we have a controversy. And Don Jr. says what the media did in pointing that out was disgusting. No, Donald Trump ran away like a little bitch. He didn't like the questions. Simple as that. That said, why don't we have a little bit of fun, right? With this, now that the substance has been addressed, did anybody notice that Don Jr. looked a little sweaty during that? Well, some people did. In fact, some users on social media pointed this out. Donald Trump Jr. is on Lou Dobbs, and well, he's not looking great. In fact, one of them says, looks like he went through rehab. Hilarious. Another one says, he's just super greasy. To be fair, he's a Trump. That's his natural state. Just saying. Another says, this is the my wife changed the locks. Can I crash here for a bit look? Another one points out or asks, why does he look like a recently divorced lumberjack who's trying and failing to get sober? Ouch. Another one points out, hey, this is a guy who stands outside the 7-Eleven who will buy you a beer if you give him a 20. We all know that guy. Another one points out, a lot of divorced comments here. In a nation full of divorced dudes, Trump might be the most divorced. Another one just points out divorced energy. Wow. Now, others, of course, have shifted away from the he got kicked out of his house and that's why he looks like that, into saying, what's going on with his health? Is he okay? He looks a little glassy-eyed, a little sweaty. So what's going on? Especially considering how there are people in the White House that have actually come down with COVID. Katie Miller, Vice President Pence's, communications director, press secretary. She came down recently with COVID-19, and as well as one of Pence's valets. And now you've got numerous Secret Service guys who are coming down and testing sick with or testing positive for COVID-19. And so they're starting to think that maybe, I don't know if he's been to the White House lately or within, or if anybody who's been in contact with anybody who's been sick has been in contact with Don Jr. We don't know, right? So people are wondering aloud on social media. In fact, there's one that makes an interesting comparison here. I didn't get bitten by a zombie, person on The Walking Dead, who in fact has been bitten by a zombie, and tags it Don Jr. Again, the Trumps do seem like the type that would probably do that. Me? No, zombie would, no. It was the other guy. Shoot him. I didn't get bit by a zombie. And of course, the reason that they talk about that comparison is that person usually risks the rest of the group when he then turns and then tries to devour everyone else's sweet, sweet flesh. I'm just saying. Another points out, sweaty and glassy-eyed. Is he sick? I don't know. Another one says, it kind of looks like Junior is running a bit of a fever. I wonder what would cause that. Now, to be fair, I don't know if he's like calling in from Florida, which is pretty hot in there. I don't know. But definitely not looking his best on camera. And look, I don't know what's with the lumberjack look. Like, no, just like you're worth millions of dollars. The least you could do is at least try to dress like it. You ain't a regular person. And I think that's what bothers me the most about this is that they're trying to be, oh, no, look at me. I'm just like you. I dress in flannel shirts. No, dude, that ain't you. That ain't you at all. No, you're worth millions of dollars. Yeah. Oh, no, what are you talking about? I go hunting. You don't go hunting. No. Hunting is not paying for a permit, right? To then have someone come out and put an animal in front of you to shoot. That's not hunting. All right. That's ridiculous is what that is. No, not one of us at all. Not a regular person. Quit trying to look like it. And for God's sakes, like, I don't know, dab your forehead with a rag or something or a paper towel before you go on air. Because that's not good. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.